I've said this before in the past, and I don't say it to blow smoke, and I certainly would never say something that I didn't believe, and I firmly believe, Kyle McKearney, you are one of the best singers that I know ever.
Thanks, man.
And that goes back to
that means a lot, because you know a lot of guys and girls.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, people trust and hopefully respect my opinion, as I've been 25 years in the industry. But this goes back to, like, Kyle, you can sing, in your old band Hard Honey. That's like straight rock, and then you went into the pop scene a little bit, and now you're getting into the country vibe ish. And it feels, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it feels like this is where your wheelhouse is.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny that you see that. I would have thought you would think it was the rock, because you're such a rock fan and a rock dude. But for me, it's I grew up with this, right? My whole family, sat around playing country and bluegrass my whole life. So up in Fort St. John, that's how I spent my childhood. My dad spent 8 years in Nashville trying to make it as a country singer. So I grew up, going to Nashville and standing on the strip, trying to bum cigarettes off people walking by and watching the musicians in the bars, because I wasn't old enough to go in,
Right. And so what is the music then in the house as a kid growing up? It's Waylon Jennings. It's like all the old country.
Yeah, it was traditional country, classic country. Like, they really loved their Buck Owens and Merle Haggard and George Jones and Tammy Wynette, Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline, all your classics. Tons of Willie Nelson, and then lots of bluegrass, like lots of Jim and Jesse, and lots of Alison Krauss and Union Station, and just several others. Lots of Jerry Reed, lots of just all that stuff, and then Elvis.
Yeah, of course. How could you not have Elvis in that mix somewhere, right?
Yeah, totally.
And you have a new video. This is the reason why we're jumping on today, to not only get you to play a few songs for us, but also you have the new video coming. Is it Friday?
It's coming Friday, the 26th.
And tell us about that. And that actually features who was it again? It was I was like, I know that guy.
Oh yeah, Kyle Gruninger.
Yeah, from Incura.
Yeah, from Incura. Yeah, so he's you obviously, you know him for sure. So he's a super talented, singer, songwriter, and actor. So I was on a 6-month tour playing guitar for the We Will Rock You musical, and we went across North America, playing theaters and arenas. And Kyle was a primary actor on the tour. He played Khashoggi, the bad guy.
Okay.
And so we became really good friends. We hung out every day. And when this Devil Water idea came to be, like the video idea, he was the first guy. I thought he was just perfect for this idea, because it's like kind of set in the late 70s, early 80s. And, he just has that vibe of someone who could come from that time period. So,
well, let's get that song out of you right now so we can kind of get this thing rolling.
All right.
Devil Water, the video premieres on this Friday. Kyle McKearney here on the Toddcast podcast.
Getting out my mind, all these wanted sounds go up. Apologies, whiskey, therapy, we're just killing time. Devil water. Well, I've been running free, keeps my sanity. Drinking ain't no crime, it's my alibi. We're just doing me. Oh, devil water. Stuck inside this carnival, oh, with clowns and kindred souls, is where I call my home. Devil water, yeah, I got my devil water. Rinse and repeat is my destiny. I don't feel no shame going down in flame, instead on my knees. Oh, devil water, yeah. Abandoned by my self-control, I got it on my own, at least I'm not alone. Stuck inside this carnival, oh, with clouds and kindred souls, is where I call my home. Devil water, yeah, I got my devil water. Oh, smile on my face, this kerosene stains. Abandoned by my self-control, I got it on my own, at least I'm not alone. Stuck inside this carnival, oh, with clowns and kindred souls, is where I call my home. Devil water, yeah, I got my devil water. Oh, I got my devil water. Yeah, I got my devil water.
Should I? It feels weird because, of course, I've watched you and your wife do the live streams that you guys have been doing over the course of the pandemic here. And speaking of which, so this is the first time that she's actually been recorded on songs.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, first time.
And dude, she killed it, right? She killed it in studio.
Yeah, she did amazing. She sounds so great. Really proud of her.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I was mentioning, off the top there, that you're one of my favorite singers of all time. You just make it seem like effortless. Who for you? Who are those guys for you? Like, who are your top, I don't know, 3 or 5 that you're like, man, these like I could, like, they set the bar where I can't even get to.
Yeah, for sure, Chris Cornell.
Yeah, travesty. Oh man, what, like?
Yeah, I know.
He hurt the worst of all of them.
Yeah, for me too. He was my idol. It's honestly like, I remember listening to you on CFOX and when Audio Slave was happening, and that was just such a great time for rock and roll. And I was such a fan of his vocal. It was just so different, and that he was able to fit in that pocket was so cool.
Not only that, but also the Temple of the Dog.
Oh yeah, Temple of the Dog, and all the Soundgarden stuff, just amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
So
the Temple of the Dog stuff, I mean, to know that they recorded that album in 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Right? Like, crazy. When you start hearing about bands that, Guns N' Roses, infamously, they took like 13 years or whatever it was to record Chinese Democracy. 2 weekends, man. 2 weekends.
Totally. Yeah. Sometimes the magic happens quick. Sometimes it takes a while, I guess. But yeah, it's a good record for 2 weekends, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, totally.
So Chris for sure. And then I would say Don Henley, you know,
the Eagles have got to be one of the best bands, regardless of genre. They have to be one of the best bands ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely him.
And let me pause you for a second here, Kyle, because I had an interesting, not an argument, but for lack of better words, online. Of course, everybody pokes and prods and they troll and everything else, right?
Yeah.
But there was one guy, I can't remember his name, or I'd specifically call him out. He's a buddy of mine, that had said something to the effect of like, if it weren't for Don Felder, where he wrote the guitar parts for Hotel California and a couple other big ones, not the Beatles, the Eagles wouldn't be as big as they are. And I said to him, you've got to be kidding me. Even if you take away Hotel California, I mean, they are still one of the biggest rock bands ever.
Totally. No question about it. Yeah, like Desperado and, you know, Tequila Sunrise, Take It Easy, you know, the list goes on and on and on.
Like the Fast Lane, like
hits.
Yeah, they're just massive band. Yeah,
but like culture changing hits. You know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So good call. Yeah. So Cornell, Henley.
Yeah,
big list so far.
I think Vince Gill, the country singer, Vince Gill.
Didn't he step in when Glenn Frey passed away from the Eagles?
He did.
Oddly enough,
he did, and he did a good job. And you know, it's funny. I'm saying both those guys, and I am an Eagles fan, but not like, you know, crazy devoted, you know, buy your merch and buy your kids' birthday presents kind of fan. But just those singers are just so great. I love both those singers. And then, you know, Robert Plant for sure.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. He started the whole, he like, it was so funny, man. I had this gig and it was with Russell Broom and Lyle Molchuk he drums in Dean Brody's band and Dean Brody's band, and then Reed Shimazawa from Zipper Baby. And we got hired to do this Zeppelin AC/DC thing. So basically it's like a classic albums kind of thing where we did, you know, Back in Black, front to back, every song note for note. And then we did Zeppelin 4, you know, every song back to back, note for note. And I hadn't really learned a lot of Zeppelin. I'd listened to a lot of it before then. When I learned it all and learned the nuances and started to unravel what Plant had created, it was like he like Chris Cornell, like I could just tell he was super heavily influenced by Plant. And then all these other, you know, rock singers that I idolized, they got it from that guy. That guy was like the godfather of all of it, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I put my kids onto Zeppelin right away. Zeppelin, the Beatles, you know, Stones, Sabbath.
Yeah.
All the core
great
rock bands, right?
Great. Yeah. Well, that's the other one. John Lennon would be my other one. He's my guy.
Oh, I mean, yeah. And how about that for a power team? It's Lennon, it's McCartney, it's, you know, we're getting into like Harrison as well as a really good singer. Ringo, he had some great stuff as well. I know that this is all about Kyle McKearney. Is there any way that I can get you to play Zeppelin Immigrant Song? My kids freaking love that song. They love your stuff as well. I want to get you to play Annie as well here in a sec, but
oh, cool. Yeah, I play that. Let me think about that for a second. I don't think I could pull that out right now. The only ones I know on Black Dog are like on guitar, like those are the only kind of ones I know on guitar.
Let's just leave. We'll leave it with your stuff. So you were mentioning a few minutes back about sometimes songs just, you know, they happen, right? Like the magic is there, and like we're saying with the Temple of the Dog record, with a song like Annie, how did you, like, was that an easy song to write? It's very like it's a moving song.
Thanks. Yeah, it was actually. It was a quick one. It was about, you know, 45 minutes. That one was just spilled onto the paper. I had this like, it. Like, I had that for years, and I always just sat around and played it and kind of went to it for a warm up, or just when I picked the guitar up, I would play that all the time. And then yeah, one day I just sat down with a pen and paper. I do use a pen and paper. I'm not a young man anymore, Todd.
So do I.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm all pen and paper, man. Like, it's just, that's the way it is, you know. Like, I don't have, you know, my wife's like, you know, that the iPhone has a calendar, so you wouldn't have to write shit down, right? I'm like, yeah, no, I get it, but that's like, I'm almost 50 years old, 47 years old, man.
Yeah,
I'm an old dog, man. Can teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Pen and paper just feels great. It just feels
just
good.
The way, yeah. It's
totally. But yeah, I put pen and paper, and that one went down real quick. It's one of those songs that's kind of about a period of my life that was really, really cool. And it was like this person that I knew, that I felt like I just I understood this person, and no one else did in the same way. And this person was amazing. And I saw that, and it was really, it was really cool. So the song's kind of about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it speaks to you, you know, with somebody that comes in waves, and there's a bit of a yearning to be with that person. So let's get that out of you. Here's Annie, Acoustic, Kyle McKearney, here on the Toddcast podcast.
All right. Annie comes around sometimes, but you can't find her online. She'll only stay a couple days. Yeah, she likes to come in waves. And people talk, I don't listen, you make them stop. Something's missing, I hope she knows. It hurts to watch her go. If I find a place to rest our bones, find a place to call our own, Annie, will you love me? If I find a place to break our bread, find a place where we can wed, Annie, will you love me again? I met her in a bar one night. Yeah, she asked me for a light. So we drank and smoked and read the song, so much unlike anyone. And people talk, I don't listen, you make them stop. Something's missing, I hope she knows. It hurts to watch her go. If I find a place to rest our bones, find a place to call our own, Annie, will you love me? If I find a place to break our bread, find a place where we can wed, Annie, will you love me? Annie comes around, ooh, ooh. Annie comes around, ooh, ooh. Annie comes around, ooh, ooh. Oh, my heart starts to pound when Annie comes around. Oh, Annie comes around sometimes. Yeah, she'll help you drink your wine. She'll make you feel the sounds in ways. She'll never change her ways. If I find a place to rest our bones, find a place to call our own, any way you love me. If I find a place to break our bread, find a place where we can win, any way you love me. And it comes around, ooh, ooh. And it comes around, ooh, ooh. And it comes around, ooh, ooh. Oh, my heart song still playing when Annie comes around.
Nice. Amazing. You know, I think what it is that it's not only your singing, but throughout the years, it's also the writing. It's your writing, and that you tell a story. And I think that's what makes you so endearing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Your brother has been part of your bands over the years. Is he also part of the project that you're doing right now with what do you call this? What do you it's not country. It's
Americana.
Americana, yeah. So is he part of this project as well?
He's not actually. No.
Oh,
yeah, he needed to stop, and I think we needed to stop working together for a while. It was kind of hard at first. It was a bit uncomfortable for both of us, but now, you know, it's better than ever for both of us. Actually, I think Shade. His name's Shade. For those of you that don't know that, he, you know, he's going to school and he's doing really well at it. He's using talents that he's never explored before. And he's excelling and he's doing it on his own. It's kind of tough when you're with your older brother and he's looking out for you all the time. And you know, whether you want him to or not. And it's hard to feel like you're standing on your own 2 feet sometimes. And I think that this break has really, really been a good thing for him all around. And for me, you know, because it's the same thing, vice versa. You know, I'm always looking out for my little brother, and it made it really great in a lot of ways, but it's, you know, it just it was a long time. Let's say that.
It was a long time. Yeah. And so for the songwriting, a part of what you do, how much did, you know, being stuck at home and the pandemic and COVID and all that, how much did that seep into the writing over the last, you know, half year?
I think quite a bit. I think that if you listen to the lyrics of all these songs, it's embedded in there for sure. Just the awakening that I don't know. I've seen it a lot. There's a lot of, you know, stuff you don't want to see that sucks about COVID. But one of the cool things that has happened, you know, by people being forced to stay home and kind of look at their lives and go, hey, I'm going to do this to my house because I've always wanted to. I'm going to go camping a lot because I've always wanted to. And it's the only thing I'm allowed to do. And all these things that are kind of sparking this, you know, idea of living your best life, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes across in the songs a lot, and kind of, you know, not adhering to social pressure and the norm, you know, because it has not been normal. No. And so I think those kind of things that I see the world doing come across in the new songs quite a bit, you know, and it just gave me time to write, to be honest. You know, I had half a record when I got home from that tour, and I had a full record, you know, 3 months later. So
right. And of course the silver lining is you have a kid, right? You have one or two?
I have one, and one on the way, actually.
Is that right? One in the oven. Nice.
Yeah, you're the first to know that. Thanks.
That's great. So of course the silver lining though is to be able to be at home with your wife and your kids, and
Totally. It's the gold lining, man. It's the
yeah, totally.
best.
And this is something that we'll look back and hopefully we'll be like, holy fuck, what a crazy time. But we're that much stronger as a unit because of this craziness and this shitstorm of a disaster.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think so too. And I think just people's general feelings about not being able to be around other people. I see people are a lot friendlier right now. When you see them at the park and when you see them around, people are enjoying being around other people when they can. They're really happy. And I think we all miss that a lot. The other thing is that I think that, when things were normal, the cities are fast and things are happening so quickly, and you have to work and you have to do this and you have to, so much, getting that kind of like, swept out from under you for a while and being forced to take a break from that. I just think it's good for,
it's been good.
Mental health. And
yeah, it's been good, but I'm ready. Oh, fuck, dude, I'm ready for it to be over.
Oh, dude, I'm sick of it too, man. But kind of look at the bright side. And those are some of the good things I see. Yeah, I'm definitely sick of it though. I have fatigue. I have COVID fatigue.
Yeah, ditto. I mean, I'm working obviously from the podcast from the studio, but also my BCIT teaching gig is from here.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
So, like I've been a year basically at home.
Wow.
I'm done.
That's a long time.
Dude, that's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Dude, good on you, man, for like, having a teaching gig there. That's really cool. You've always been good at like, making sure you're working and yet you're you're an entrepreneur. That's cool, man. I'm proud of you. Awesome.
Thanks, dude. By the way, is it just the video being released on Friday, or is it the 3 songs that Jeff, your manager, had sent me?
It's just the Devil Water single. So one song, video, and a couple other things that we haven't announced yet, but they're coming on Friday as well.
Okay, cool. And soon, like this year, is it an 8-song LP?
Yeah.
Amazing. So we get one more out of you today. I can't remember the name of the song though.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know I was supposed to play another one.
There was one more. Do you want me to find it?
Sure, if you want.
It's the third one that's on your
Okay. I think that's Keepin It Simple, maybe.
Keepin It Simple. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Good shit. Hell yeah, man. That's a fucking great song. Like when I first heard that, I was like, interesting, is this the single? And then when I dug a little bit more in, I was like, oh, it's Devil Water. Great song as well. You got some arsenal in there, kid.
Thanks, man. Yeah, good. I'm excited. Excited for everyone to hear it.
All right, so check this out. Acoustic, Keepin It Simple, Kyle McKearney on the Toddcast podcast.
Sometimes I get frustrated, like I'm everywhere, making things a little overcomplicated. Working jobs and paying taxes. Baby, we should be in the sunshine, cold beer, relaxing. Keep it simple on the creek. We'll slow line at the one once a day's turn into weeks. I'm smoking that good shit on high. With the mess that we've been losing our minds, with this love of our own design. Out here in the middle, you will find us keeping it simple. That's right. Tell your mom that leaving. We'll pack the truck full of liquor. It's a holiday every season. Crack the windows and crank away loud. 'Cause you're a good-hearted woman and in paradise is waiting. That's right. Keeping it simple on the creek. Throw the line at the water, watch the days turn into weeks. I'm smoking that good shit all night. We've been missing, we've been losing our minds. We're just loving by our own design. Out here in the middle, you will find us. Keep it simple. That's right. Keep it simple. And when we get bored or lonesome, we'll throw a sign at the crossroads so our friends can come and join. And keeping it simple on the creek. We'll throw a line at the water, watch the days turn into weeks. I'm smoking that good shit, yeah, on high. We'll be messy, we'll be losing our minds. Now we're just loving our own design. Out here in the middle, you will find us. Keeping it simple. Well, out here in the middle, you will find us. Keeping it simple. Yeah.
It'd be so good to have around a campfire. It's freaking phenomenal. Kyle McKearney, thank you, man, for taking some time here to join us, the Toddcast. And by the way, thank you. I don't know if I've ever had a face-to-face with you to thank you, because your music is the music of the Toddcast.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Right? I mean, it's been 7 years, man. So then that's going back to like your rock days.
Yeah, that's a long
hey,
time.
man,
No, my pleasure.
This fucking song rules. I just kind of want to use it to get people pumped and fired up. And
Right. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking love you, buddy. So use it, go away, go to it. So thank you.
My pleasure. No, yeah. Anytime, for sure.
Where's the best place for people to, get all things Kyle McKearney?
My socials are all the same. So they're all, I'm Kyle McKearney. And that's just the letter I, the letter M, and then my name, Kyle McKearney.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Facebook, you can find me.
Dumbass.
What's that?
I said McKearney. I've been saying McKearney.
Oh, McKearney. Yeah. I don't know. There's people say McKearney sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the same. I think that's probably how it's supposed to be pronounced. We're hillbillies, right?
Right. Awesome, dude. Thank you again for doing this. Really looking forward to hearing the entire album. Of course, when that gets announced, you'll let us know. We'll push that for you as well.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me, Todd. It's nice to see you, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Congrats on the baby in the oven. That's fantastic news, man. It's good news.
Cool. All right. You take care, man.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.